eToro is a social trading company that provides a platform to trade assets such as forex, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and more. Importantly, they have a patented copy trader addition that allows you to copy the trading portfolio of successful users. For beginners, this proves especially useful if you do not want to invest your time heavily in monitoring the market. There are no commission fees when trading on the platform, and blue chip companies such as Apple, Facebook, and Amazon are readily traded. They have various educational materials such as blog posts and articles that provide knowledge on the financial markets. Overall, eToro is a great platform to use if you are just starting your trading journey, but still want the freedom to make your own trades. While Instagram is a one-stop shop to financial freedom. It provides a handy guidance for people who want to start their journey in the world of financial markets. Monitor over hundreds of local and global stocks, commodities, forex, and cryptocurrencies, and get the perfect view of what is happening in the market. Get to feel on how to invest in real stock markets by doing it virtually with our virtual trading. Get access to different kinds of investment and trading tools such as charts, price and news alerts, screener, news, instant analysis, calculators, SMS and email alerts, and many more. Between the two platforms, the eToro and Instagram, we prefer to invest in Instagram because, as for our experience, Instagram was easy to use than eToro. By using this app at first, I thought it was difficult, but my expectations went wrong. I didn't expect that it was nice and easy to use, and I have no difficulties by using this app. It was easy to trade or buy in this app. Would you like to invest? Well, Instagram is the best app when it comes on investing. Well, there are some factors to consider when identifying risk appetite. As for my risk appetite, as an investor, I will have access to quite a large selection of investment options to choose from. However, not all of them are equal or similar in all aspects, since they come with different risk and return profiles. And so, before I will choose to invest my money in an investment option, will be necessary to first analyze and understand my risk appetite. This way, I would be in a better position to pick the right investment option that suits my needs and requirements.
If I start to invest in any market, my first step should be determining my risk appetite or how much investment risk I can handle. I might be comfortable navigating the market high, peaks, and low valleys, or might find the uncertainty that can come with an aggressive investment strategy too stressful.
My risk appetite as I invested from Instagram is on how I select the right way to decide a certain experience and how I realize works. By the use of balancing and refers some research, I organized some scenario that would give some impact to my investment. In investing in the platform Instagram, in order to have a better result, I always keep in mind that invest what you can afford to lose, but by that it can minimize the risk appetite. in investing some platforms. If you're putting some in money, whatever that's risk-free, the interest rate will be so low that we will end up losing money due to inflation. And if we're losing money, then that's not really an investment anymore.
My deciding factor at stock picking or picking stock is that my goal is to find a business that has strong fundamentals with a stock that has good value, especially if I will be planning to hold on an asset for a while. But before I put faith in a company, I should truly research its business operations to understand its intrinsic value and determine whether it deserves a spot in my portfolio.
When I decide to buy a stock or to pick a stock for investing purposes, it is important that doing my homework is a great example as I'm investing my hard-earned money into it. My goal is to find good value, especially when buying or picking stock for the long term. But before I put my full faith in a company, I should do first thorough research, analyze stocks fundamentals, and check if that stock fits in my portfolio before picking or to buy a stocks.
My deciding factor in choosing and picking stock is to know the currency that can be result of trending in earning growth by the company's strength relative to its peers. I also have a research on how the company treats dividends and the effectiveness of executive leadership. In picking some stock, we need to be more active in deciding for us to have a good result in return. However, it is more important to know that the greater the ratio, the more the returns will be in the future. We don't have to rely on this factor alone but consider the others. To despite by knowing all information, we can avoid pitfalls that most unexpected investors run into.
If I will increase my overall return, maybe it would help me to gain more profit. Stock prices are falling. The cushion dividends provide is important to risk averse investors and usually results in lower volatility. In addition to providing a cushion in a down market, dividends are a good hedge against inflation. By investing in blue chip companies that both pay dividends and possesses pricing power, I'll provide my portfolio with protection that fixed income investments with the exception of treasury inflation protected securities.
Buying and holding investments is perhaps the simplest strategy for achieving growth, and over time, it can also be one of the most effective. Those investors who simply buy stocks or other growth investments and keep them in their portfolios with only minor monitoring are often pleasantly surprised with the results.
The different strategies that I use to gain profit in our respective portfolio is to determine the appropriate asset allocation for the investment goals and risk tolerance. Second is to pick the individual assets for the portfolio by monitoring the diversification of portfolio, checking to see how weightings have changed And lastly, by making adjustments when necessary. Deciding which underweight securities to buy with to the proceeds from selling the overweight securities.
Portfolio assessment enables me to reflect my real performance, to show my weak and strong domain, and to observe also my progress during the learning process, and encourages myself to take responsibilities for my own learning.
The portfolio contains samples of the learner's work and shows growth over time. An important keyword is reflection. By reflection on our own work, we as a learners begin to identify the strengths and weaknesses of our own work. Self-assessment. The weaknesses then I consider to be my improvement goals. Describes the skills and knowledge to identify long and short-term goals. Review current skills and explain future skills development and develop a learner plan to achieve goals.
The portfolio contains sample of a learner work and shows growth. Well, my learning report is about this portfolio is better to invest whatever you can afford to lose. And always keep in mind that in investing we encountered risk and that risk can ruin your investments if you can't avoid some scenarios.